Mikloško, I'm 83, from Slovakia. They are linked on LaRouche. In 8th September, you will be 100 years old. The memory of you will remain forever in my heart. I became familiar with your case in 1990, when I was, after the Velvet Revolution in Czechoslovakia, Vice Premier of Federal Government. It was a tragedy that at the time of the fall of the Berlin Wall, you was for nothing in jail. In my life, I never met such an educated and creative person, politician, economist, mathematician, musician, and historian, who knew the answer to every question. You introduced Christian moral principle to politics and economics. I was always surprised about your knowledge in classical music, supercomputers, religion, and the politics. You were a hard fighter for full humor when speaking about love and God. You were a generator of new ideas. Your program was the need to produce, not speculate, and moral principle must be established in politics and the economy. You predicted many things which are today here. I visited the United States 6 times because of you. I have lobbied in Congress, in Senate, universities, and the conferences. Sentenced for 15 years, had so many irregularities that the international community, including myself, protested many times against it. I was proud that I too contributed to your parole in 94. We met for the first time in August 93. Our friendship began at the prison in Rochester, where I visited you. Your sentence of 15 years was a death sentence. You met me with a smile and optimism. We spoke 6 hours. In December 93, I was proud that I was probably the first person on the earth to know that you would be free. I was very glad that in August 94, Slovakia was the second country that you visited following release. You met me in conference with 120 young people from 17 countries. Your second visit to Slovakia was in 1996. At a conference in the United States in 96, I asked you a question and you began a beautiful speech about God. The new wine I bring cannot be in old skins. We must start a new revolution based on love toward our neighbors. When he was 75, a gala concert was held in the United States for prominent singers, musicians, and politicians. I was the master of ceremony. Allow me on the end of my laudatio to quote some of your heavy ideas. Everything is decided in childhood. Children need to be brought up to learn creativity. By protecting the family, we protect society. The main things in education is the knowledge of classical music, history, and mathematics. Let's start a revolution on Christian love. I express my great honor to your memory. Thank you very much.